Welcome back to Washington Wellness Park for Washington Demon Girls Soccer. Set to face off against Keokuk here in a few moments, but it is senior day for the girls soccer team. So we'll have an announcement of each of the seniors here. 6 for the Washington Demon Girls team, starting with Kate Flannery.
Ryan and Diana Flannery. Kate's future plans include attending Luther College to study psychology and counseling.
Headed off to Luther College to start to study psychology. Be on the swim and dive team at Luther College as well. Goalkeeper for this Demons team.
Our next senior is Anna Mata.
Anna Mata, the senior defender.
Anna is the daughter of Suma Leavanos and Margarita Mata. Anna plans to attend the University of Northern Iowa to continue her education and is still undecided for her major. Anna Mata.
Headed off to UNI next year.
Our next senior is Adamari Mendoza.
Adamari Mendoza.
Adamari is the daughter
Third senior
of
announced.
Gardado. Adamari's future plans include attending Mount Mercy to study business marketing.
Headed to study
Adamari Mendoza.
business marketing at next year.
Our next senior is Peggy Miller. Peggy is the daughter of Pam and Joe Miller. Peggy's future plans include attending Indian Hills to begin studying social work. Peggy Miller.
Peggy Miller headed off to Indian Hills next year. Talented defender for Washington.
Our next senior is Jasmine Pascual Gonzalez. Jasmine is the daughter of Gilberto Pascual and Esmeralda Gonzalez. Jasmine's future plans include attending basic training in the summer and to continue her education at the University of Iowa for emergency medicine. Jasmine Pascual Gonzalez.
Jasmine Pascual Gonzalez headed off to Iowa next year.
And our next senior is Maya Murphy. Maya is the daughter of Michael and Marcy Murphy. Maya's future plans include to attend the University of Missouri in the fall to major in biology on the pre-med track. Maya Murphy.
Maya Murphy, talented forward, headed off to the University of Missouri next year. One of the best scorers on this Demon team. Sure we'll be looking to get a goal here coming up against Keokuk. An acknowledgement of the 6 seniors there for Washington. Obviously looking for a positive result upcoming against the Keokuk Chiefs. We'll have the broadcast of that coming up in just a few moments. We'll send it to a quick break and return with the pregame show. Welcome into Washington Wellness Park for some Washington Demon Girls Soccer presented by Washington County Hospital and Clinics, a top 20 critical access hospital in the nation. This is the Fairway Meat and Grocery pregame show. My name is Jack Knowlton. We'll be taking you along this broadcast between the Washington Demons and the Keokuk Chiefs. A rematch in SEC play, of course, between these two teams as we are in the home stretch. Washington have already found out their postseason fate, but have 2 home games left, including tonight and 1 next week. Celebrating senior night tonight. 6 seniors honored before kickoff here as Washington huddling up to get underway. These two teams met up earlier in the season, and it was all Demons at the home of Keokuk in that one, winning 4-0. Angeline Anderson, 2 goals in that one. Anna Mata, one of the 6 seniors, scored, as well as Jossie Carter, Luna Cuevas, and Maya Murphy, another senior for this Demons team, got assists in that game. So Washington will be looking to recreate that form against a Keokuk team that has struggled in SEC play this season, 1-6 in the league, 1-9 overall. Coach Matt Mayers trying to pull off a bit of an upset here as they have the kickoff. Their results have been going a little bit more in their favor. Lost just by 1 to Mount Pleasant 2 games ago before pulling off a draw in SEC play against Fairfield. So in some decent form here, Keokuk, as they try and continue that on the road. Washington trying to reverse a result that was a heartbreaker here just a couple of days ago on Friday against Fort Madison. They fell 1-0 in that game, fought really well to stay in it against a team that, well, 24 hours before that beat them 9-1 on the road. So a unique situation, but a team they haven't faced in a while here in Keokuk. Ball played forward early. Washington trying to get on it right away, starting all 6 of those seniors who are being honored today, including Kate Flannery and Ned, who had a very good game against Fort Madison, in replacing Allie Medley, who normally starts in net for the Demons. Anderson plays it forward here. Ademara Mendoza getting her first start of the season. Another senior in this Washington squad. Keokuk trying to play it forward. That one's hooked out wide. Maya Murphy up there for Washington has been one of the best goal scorers on this Demons team. Would be fitting for her to get a goal today on senior day. Out wide toward Luna Cuevas. Tracks it down on the byline, swings it back in. Anderson with some space at the top of the box. Mishits it. Cut off by Keokuk. Try to get forward to some space here. That one's cut off by Anna Mata. Played very good in defense against Fort Madison in that 1-0 defeat. Keokuk's first foray forward, ball poked through, and Flannery will just collect that one comfortably. Jossie Carter jockeying with Alexa Johnson in midfield for Keokuk. Izzy Murphy tries to find the feet of Maya Murphy. One back, Olivia Klaus up there, up top for Keokuk. One of what looks like maybe a 2-striker setup for the Chiefs early. They went it back down the wing. Mata jockeying with Kate Ebby over there. In the end, a goal kick for Flannery.
Come on, Jossie.
Carter trying to win it back, takes a deflection. Murphy trying to find her on a quick turn and pass there. Cuevas there to intercept. Can she burst down the right-hand side for Washington, leading this team in assists? Here's Anderson. Crosses it low, bouncing in the box. Murphy can't quite bring that one down. Chance to break out of it. Jalea Gardner wearing that captain's armband for Keokuk. Highly dependable player for them.
Come on, Peg.
Dropped pretty deep to start, operating one of those central midfielder roles. She has 2 goals on the year. The ball played forward, had to be cut off by Mata, and she does that time. Ball out wide will be a throw for Keokuk.
White's ball.
Anderson trying to get forward again. Lost one toward goal, and it's in! And Washington getting the scoring started quickly. It's Angeline Anderson. Gets her 7th of the season. She ranks in the top 10 in the SEC in scoring and adds to her tally. The talented junior for Washington. It is 1-0 Demons. So Anderson gets the scoring started for Washington. They have put a lot of pressure early on this Keokuk back line. Cuevas on it here on the right-hand side, finds Anderson. Can she play back to Cuevas down the right-hand side? She does. All going along. Anderson was very busy in that Fort Madison game. Unlucky, frankly, to probably not end up with an assist or a goal in that one. It was a really competitive battle between the Bloodhounds and Demons on Friday. Like I'd mentioned, just one day after they played at Fort Madison, so tired legs all around. I'm sure Coach Mason Quigley and his side were grateful to have a weekend off at least and a chance to get their legs under them a bit here, and showing the benefit of that early with a 1-0 advantage.
Good job, Izzy. Come on, Peg.
Anderson wins that one again. No real major chances so far in the first 5 minutes for Keokuk. This team is last in the SEC in goals and in shots. Have not created much offensively really all season. Very young Chiefs team. It's worth noting they have been much improved from where they were last year. Scored 2 goals all season a year ago. Both of those actually belonged to Jalea Gardner. As Cuevas can get down this right wing for Washington. Luna Cuevas tries to cross it early. It's blocked. Gets it back. Collects for Anderson, who has a player trailing her. It's caught off well that time. That was Darby Takis. Anderson won it back, though, and got a shot. It was out wide, though. Takis, along with Gardner, crucial pieces in that midfield. See Takis sort of playing that attacking mid-role behind the 2 strikers for Keokuk. 3 goals and assists this season for her. Goal kick's cut off by Murphy, who swings it right back in, but scooped out wide. No trouble that time for Relena Wong, who is in goal for Keokuk, the sophomore. Really substitute Kate Ebby making way. Keokuk taking the goal kick short again. Anderson back on it again. Cuts it back. Angeline Anderson. Looking for some space. Slipped that time, though, and now a chance for Takis to carry. Plays it forward early. Cut off by Murphy, though. Washington holding a high line with their defense. Here's Nelly Cuevas Cruz down the left wing. Nice cutback. Cuevas Cruz tries to hit one, and it's saved comfortably that time by Wong. But a nice solo run there by Cuevas Cruz, who had an uptick in production as the season's gone on. 2 goals on the year for her. Scored against Fairfield a couple of games ago. Playing that left on that left side of the attack for Washington. 6 seniors for the Demons this year, but Cuevas Cruz will be back, just a junior. Carter first to that one. It's just booted forward that time, though. One back, here's Cuevas. Early ball can be collected, run on to here by Mendoza. Out wide, Mata gets first to it. Mata normally wearing the captain armband for Washington. Looks like she gave it up to Jasmine Pasquale, who plays on the left side of that defense for the Demons. Another senior. Nice gesture there, letting a couple of the seniors wear the armband for not quite their final home game yet this season. They'll play actually 2 more, including their playoff game upcoming next Wednesday. 1 more regular season game before that, but certainly a nice gesture nonetheless as their careers tick toward their conclusion. See how long Washington can stretch that into the playoffs. Here's Jossie Carter trying to spring herself forward. Gets around 1. Carter toward the byline. Just to cut it back. It's off a defender and a Washington throw. Alexa Johnson back there defending for Keokuk. Just a sophomore, but has started 10 games, played in all 11 for the Chiefs. This is a very youthful Keokuk team, hoping for some experience under their belts. A lot of sophomores and a bunch of freshmen that play big minutes as well. Obviously, the hope for them is can kind of develop into more of a powerhouse in seasons to come, even if this year's anything major is probably lost at this point for them, but some promising, talented young players. Keokuk wins a throw here. We saw a really composed Washington defense against Fort Madison, the best scoring side as a team in the SEC. I was really impressed by Washington's organization, sort of balance in the heart of defense. Obviously having players like Mata and Murphy, as Flannery comes to collect that. Having players like Mata and Murphy to sort of organize things helps a lot, and they really proved their value to this team in that Fort Madison game. And obviously not as strong of an attacking force on paper, Keokuk, but that doesn't mean you can switch off and not defend with that same shape, or this Chiefs team will be able to hurt you. Flannery plays that one long. Murphy tries to loft that one out wide. Cuevas Cruz can't get to it. It'll be a throw. Trio of subs prepared to come in for Washington. That ball played forward. Oh, and deflection off the face there. Murphy was just trying to get a clear. Ref will bring things to a halt. That was Klaus attacking or trying to get on it. Took a shot to the face there. Hope she's okay, up and trying to walk it off, but understandably probably going to make her way to the bench here. Klaus making her 8th appearance of the season. Does have a goal and 2 assists. As Mendoza, the senior, makes way. Maya Broody, the typical starter at that CDM spot for Washington, coming back in. So it'll be a drop ball here. Ref will drop it. Flannery can pick this one up, so just get things going with a restart here. Kate Flannery. 9 saves in that Fort Madison game. Was a heartbreaker ultimately for her and the Demons. Is that one's mishit. Carter can get onto this. It's Jossie Carter, early shot, and it's saved but tipped into the goal. And Jossie Carter gets the 2nd of the day for Washington. Looked like Wong was maybe going to get to that, but ended up tipping it into the goal that time, and it's a 2-0 advantage for the Demons. Jossie Carter put a ton of pressure on that back line. It was miscued that time by Jade Acker for Keokuk, and well, Carter making the Chiefs pay, and it's 2-0 in favor of the Demons here. Like I said, thought Wong was maybe going to get an outstretched arm to that, just dove a touch too late, ended up punching it into the goal. So Washington already fairly comfortable halfway to the total they scored at Keokuk a couple of weeks back, won that game 4-0. Carter got an assist in that one, has a goal here. Maya Murphy trying to possess. Here's Maya Brody, her first real action, pokes it forward. Aime Rangel into the game, taking a Cuevas Cruz spot over there on the left-hand side for Washington. Here's Brody turning, has some space, just play it in for Murphy, just a bit too hard, and Wong will come collect that. 151 saves coming into this game for her, but allowed 2 already so far as Carter trying to settle that one. Turns, picks her head up, out wide Ashley Ramirez. She can hit this one, but in the end, that one does not trouble Wong. That's a tough angle sometimes to take a shot from. Obviously, when you're on either that right or left-hand side of the box, that allows the goalkeeper to cut off that near post. Means you have to hit it perfectly toward the far post, but it's mishit on the goal kick. Carter tried to run onto it. Brody will collect now. Goal kicks have not worked out so far for Keokuk. They're looking like they elect to play it short, which Fort Madison did a similar thing, and Washington enjoys that as an opportunity to really bring the pressure on. They're playing a really high line early on here. There's times when Carter, she technically plays sort of off of Maya Murphy, who's really the true central striker for this team, and Carter drops in, plays that attacking midfielder role, but at times it looks like there's 2 strikers up there for the Demons. That one's played forward. Mata just trying to turn it out toward the touchline. Rangel hooks that one clear. Here's Maya Murphy. One out. Gardner. What can she create? Nice ball forward there to find Ellie Brewer. Another thing that benefited Washington against Fort Madison in their last game is they were first to nearly every 50-50 ball, it felt like, for much of that game. It was heavily contested in the midfield. The Demons brought 1 or 2 defenders, didn't let Fort Madison turn with it in space super often. As here's Carter forward again. Jossie Carter, one-on-one, cuts to the right. Carter, she'll take on another early shot, but that one kept on the ground and comfortable for Wong. Carter just couldn't turn back toward the middle of the goal there and had to keep taking it out wide. Again, makes the shot difficult. Danger averted there for Carter, but another opportunity for Carter to add a second. Angeline Anderson. Nice effort there to win that one back. Ramirez. Going one-on-one there with Johnson. Tries to find Carter. Anderson wins it back. Here's Brody. Cut off by Gardner, Jalea Gardner. You can see that one takes a deflection. Peggy Miller has to get to this one. Just poking it toward the touchline. Still in play. It'll take a deflection out for a Keokuk throw. Excuse me, it was off touch last off Keokuk, so it'll be a Washington throw in as Carter making way here. Zuliaranda Tarones in. Well-deserved break for Jossie Carter. That goal earlier was her 6th of the season. Has really improved from her sophomore to her junior year. Had just 1 assist last year. Did play in nearly every game for Washington. 16 appearances. but has been the lifeblood of this Demons attack as a junior. No doubt Washington excited what she'll bring the rest of this year and beyond.
Going in another player.
Another sub, Pascal will make her way off. Throw in here, Alexis on in for Washington, playing that left back spot that Pascal was taking on to start the game. Here's Aime Rangel. Rudy going one-on-one with Gardner. Gardner nods that one. It was last touched by Keokuk, so first corner of the game here for Washington.
Come on, Ange.
Anderson will head over to take it. The designated set piece specialist for the Demons. In swinger here, a few bodies in the box, including Murphy, Rangel. Tarona's in there as well. That ball bounces all the way to Murphy. Can she turn? It's poked forward, still in the box. Rangel trying to get on it. Plays it back for Anderson, whose shot comes in. It takes a deflection, and a necessary one that time off of McKenna Thomas. That one was headed toward goal. A nice effort there by Anderson, looking for her second of the game. And we'll do it again here from the corner spot. Anderson, that ball ends up carrying over everybody. Had the wind at her back, Anderson. It's blowing from
In front of it, Peg.
sort of north to south on the field. So sort of straight across. That's a good ball forward. Chance to run in here. Jada Matlick, early shot is mishit though. It'll be a goal kick for Washington. A couple more subs for Keokuk. Divya Kirchner comes in. Katie Eby back in as well for the Chiefs. So early attack that time for Matlick. The sophomore can play up front and midfield for Keokuk. Had both of their goals all of last season. Goals were a difficult thing to come by last year for Keokuk. Have been better as some more players have sort of emerged in kind of their second and even some their first seasons with this program. But Matlick, definitely a player there Keokuk will be excited about, just a sophomore. Miller tries to play that one forward. It's one back by Mia Fojic. Reaching the halfway point here between Washington and Keokuk. Demons with a 2-0 advantage here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. It's been relatively comfortable so far. That Matlick chance was the best of the game for Keokuk. That's all they've really generated in terms of attack. Trying to trouble Kate Flannery in net for Washington. That ball again just cleared. It's been Keokuk that has struggled to deal with some of those early and bouncing balls forward. That gives Washington opportunities to maybe counter. Carter's still out right now for Washington, but plenty of capable attackers. Anderson obviously drifts forward plenty. Maya Murphy pretty much stays rooted to that back line of whatever defense she's facing. Keokuk trying to play it into the box there was Darby Takis. Another potential danger for Washington to watch. The junior forward midfielder. Takis takes the throw here. Can Keokuk get a cross in? It's hooked out by Murphy. Another throw here for the Chiefs. Held it sort of in that left corner for a bit now. There comes the cross, but nothing doing that time by Matlick. Another goal kick for Flannery. A couple more subs. Luna Cuevas back in. As is Nelly Cuevas Cruz. Ellie Farmer in as well for Washington. She's going to take up a spot at left back. Alexis On will slide over to right back. Peggy Miller will take a break. Ball settled nicely that time by Anderson. Skips past a couple of defenders. Cuevas. Back for On. It takes a deflection, but a Washington throw here. On plays it forward. Cuevas. First to that one. Finds Anderson. Poke free. Maya Broody gets back on it. Finds an open Cuevas. Cuevas turns. Hooks it back for Anderson. Keokuk still having to deal with this one. Cuevas. Anderson. Cuevas sort of hesitated between taking a touch and crossing it first time there, and it'll deflect harmlessly out for a goal kick. But again, you see sort of a line of almost 4 attackers for Washington as a goal kick played immediately to Cuevas. Anderson breaks through. Anderson takes it on. And it's saved that time by Wong. But again, Washington all over these goal kicks for Keokuk. The ball was flicked, looked like maybe handled there by Brewer, but no whistle from the ref. And cut off, a chance to break forward down this right channel here, Keokuk. Murphy over to get it first, though, for Washington. Still Izzy Murphy. Well done here. She can break forward from a defensive position. Plays it forward. Cuevas Cruz, can she get on this before it goes out? She cannot. Nice play there by Izzy Murphy in the back line for the Demons. As I mentioned, a vital part of this defense, but when you make plays like that, it earns you a chance to break it forward, I'd say. Has started every game this year for Washington. Izzy Murphy started 9 last season. Also just a junior. She'll have a lot of responsibility with Mata gone next year. Murphy settles that throw. Can turn. Finds Anderson. Plays it back. Washington trying to possess a little bit here, but taking off the ball that time was Tarones. Murphy jockeying there with Bailey Palmer. Has to just play it out of play near midfield to be a throw-in for Keokuk. Luna Cuevas dropping back a little to win it there. Anderson has some space here. Trying to switch it toward Cuevas Cruz. It's a really good ball. Cuevas Cruz can get to this with a little bit of space. Couple of numbers up. Cuevas Cruz, one defender in front of her. Cuts it back. Plays it for Broody. Broody turns. She'll look to take an early shot on. It's blocked. Broody trying to recycle it. Cuevas Cruz. Mishits, but still finds Anderson. Cleared that time. Kaylee Fountain in to the Keokuk defense. Another sub here. Pascal will come back in at right back for Washington. Nearing 14 minutes to go here in this first half. Broody settles that one just to bring it in between a couple of defenders. Here's Anderson again. Scored the first for the Demons. Early in this one, they hold a fairly comfortable 2-0 advantage so far. Cuevas can't quite save that one from going out of play, though. Tarones challenging for that one. No whistle from the referee. Keokuk still has it forward here. Ball played forward. Palmer trying to run onto it. Murphy there again. Palmer still challenging. And one thing about both Murphy and Mata, both very much no-nonsense defenders. If they see a chance to play it into touch, they will, and just sort of get things reset, let Washington get its shape. Early cross, cut off by Terronez. Trying to turn it, it's Matlick though. Poked away by Broody. Can Cuevas Cruz, she gets to this one first. Can't quite turn it upfield though, so it'll be back to Keokuk. Chiefs, like I mentioned, coming in. They are last in the league at scoring. It's been hard fought to create chances for them. Have just 72 shots on the year. Only team yet to generate over 100 on the season. Washington, for comparisons, generated coming in 219, which is the second most in the league. They've obviously upped that tally already here today, including 2 goals. Throwing in an advanced position again here. Ellie Farmer missed a couple of games, has started nearly every one she's played this year. Plays sort of either wing-back position for Washington. Here's Luna Cuevas now. Chance to turn. Fires it with the left foot. It takes a deflection. Wong had to adjust just a little bit to that. A good hit by Cuevas. No goals for her yet this season. Does have 5 assists. Leads the Demons in that category. Very good creator out there on that wing. Plays mostly off the right for Washington. Jasmine Pasquale challenging well in there. Maya Broody wins it now. Beats one defender. Maya Broody tries to play it out wide, but it's won back by Keokuk. She had Murphy forward. Tried to play it instead to Cuevas. Still a throw. Oh, excuse me, throw to Keokuk instead. Another sub. Ellie Brewer returning. Murphy able to collect the throw. Here's Broody. Looking for an option. Brings it across midfield. Nice find for Cuevas Cruz here, who's shown some nice moves out on the left wing. Beats a defender yet again. Cuevas Cruz pokes it early. No one there at the far post, though. It was a really good idea there by Nelly Cuevas Cruz. But no teammate there that time, despite all the numbers forward. But another goal kick, which has looked about as good as a corner for Washington so far. Ticking toward 10 minutes to go. Jossie Carter back in for the Demons. She's up front there. Murphy, Luna Cuevas as well, just ready to pounce if Keokuk can't get this goal kick played long. Pasquale. Early ball is cut off. Brewer. One back by Luna Cuevas. Jossie Carter. Takes a look up. Carter. Cut off that time, but Jossie Carter plays with so much energy up front to just apply the pressure and wins it back that time nicely. All played near the touchline. Keokuk throw here. Pascal's throw is waved for a foul throw, so it'll be a throw in there for Keokuk. So Washington, 2 goals in the opening few minutes. Has had some other chances to attack. Keokuk hasn't had too many chances themselves. But we'll need to get something going as Cuevas Cruz is right back on this. Still Cuevas Cruz. Really well done here for Nelly Cuevas Cruz. It's poked out of play for a corner that time by Gardner. So a third quarter for the game here for Washington. And Anderson, in timely fashion, subs right back in to take it. Angeline Anderson got Murphy in the middle. Tall target for the Demons. Anderson lofts it in toward Murphy. Bounces forward for Cruz, who nods it. Still Cruz, and excuse me, Luna Cuevas that time got ahead to it. Ball was played down that time by McKenna Thomas, which gave Cuevas a chance, a second bite there, but just hit the volley over the net. Difficult shot to take on, even from that close in. Gotta have a lot of control when you take down a volley like that, but another goal kick. Can Washington pounce on it? They can. Luna Cuevas back with it again. That one's cut off, but played out to touch. It'll be a Demons throw. Birdie, nice touch forward there for Carter. Carter can burst through the Keokuk defense again. Nice tackle that time, though, by Thomas. Still have to play out of it here, though, Keokuk. Keep it in. Here's Brewer. Chips it forward. Murphy controls it well. Again, just fires that to the touchline. And again, that gives Washington a chance just to drop a few players, set up their shape. Another throw here for Keokuk. Ball brought down. Here's Bailey Palmer. Murphy first to that one. Cuevas on it now. Can't quite collect it though. Keokuk will have another throw here in the final third. 6.5 minutes to play here in the first half. And a Keokuk throw, can they find at least a sight of goal? Have not had much going for them, the Chiefs, in this first few minutes, but they do win a corner here, first of the game. So first corner here, Nelly Cuevas Cruz and Ellie Farmer both taking a seat for Washington. Jaime Rangel. Peggy Miller back in. Corner taken short. Anamata wins it. Cruz can turn and try and get out. It's cut off again, though, by Keokuk. Just trying to keep it near this touchline, and they'll win a quick second corner. Matlick to take it again, hits it short. Still in the box here. Murphy clears that one. Hits off Maya Broody, though. Washington able to get out of it. Now Jossie Carter can counter. Carter looks up. She's got Murphy in front of her. Carter still going here. Jossie Carter, what a run this is. Jockeying with Gardner. Gardner recovers really well to win it. The back, though, but only pokes it as far as Luna Cuevas. Turns toward the middle. Cuevas. Ball bounces out for Anderson, who takes an early shot on it. It's off the post. Wong did not get to that one and reacted to it almost as if it was going to go out of bounds comfortably, but took a nervy, if you're Keokuk, deflection off the post there. So danger ultimately averted, but really nice first time hit there by Angeline Anderson. Already has a goal today. And she cuts off that goal kick. A chance to hit it early again. Takes another deflection. Wong catches that. Wong opting to punt this one. Just trying to get it long. Trying to get the danger and pressure off of her defenders. That one collected there by Birdie. Dumped into the attacking third by Murphy. Carter and Maya Murphy both there, and Carter can get on. It could be a second here for Jossie Carter, and Wong makes the save. Probably not the hit Carter was looking for that time. Just tried to place it in that far post. It didn't come off her foot hard enough for a low shot, and Wong able to get over there and save it. Here's Jaime Rangel, though. They can smell blood in the water a bit here. Washington, really nice ball forward by Rangel. Cuevas collecting it. Plays it in for Broody. Tries to slide it through to Carter. It's hooked clear that time by Fojic. With 3 minutes to play. Ended up being actually, I think the ref's flag might have gone offside or a foul was called on Cuevas, so it'll be a free kick here for Keokuk. Didn't see what the assistant official had indicated at first. It is taking the position like it was an offside call, so Chiefs free kick. Free kick again. Not a good one that time for Keokuk. Nice 1-2 between Anderson and Broody. Out wide for Cuevas. She can cross this one. Mishits it though. Two minutes to play in this first half, which has been largely dominated by Washington. Cuevas collects this goal kick. She can tee one up. Instead hooks it toward the far post. No one there. Rangel trying to run onto it. Does get there, but pokes it out for a goal kick. Washington immediately on this goal kick. That feels like a real theme just with how much the Demons have been on the attack here. They've really taken advantage of some of these weak goal kicks taken by Keokuk, and that's allowed them chance after chance to just get numbers back forward, playing a super high line with a lot of players really high up. Almost looks like 4 attackers at times, even though they are kind of in different positions. They have just had chance after chance and have taken advantage of a couple of early ones to have a comfortable lead here. Final minute of play. Can they charge forward, maybe get a quick third before halftime? Pasquale. Anderson tries to find her on the return. It'll drift out of play, though, for a Keokuk throw. Under a minute here. That one's won that time by Palmer. Bailey Palmer, can she burst down the left wing? She's just being muscled off the ball that time by Izzy Murphy, who was showing all sorts of physicality for Washington. Ticking toward 20 seconds to play. This will be the last action here for Keokuk. Murphy just hooks it clear. It's played back in early.
Come on, Peg.
Peggy Miller clears that one, and that will do it for a first half controlled by the Washington Demons. Washington with a 2-goal cushion into the break. Looking for a bounce-back game after a 1-0 loss to Fort Madison, and have it so far through 40 minutes of play. We'll extend it to a quick break. Be back with the halftime show in a few moments. You're listening to Washington Demons Soccer here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
Kick it with Fairway all soccer season long with all the spring deals and variety you're looking for. Stay in the game with all the fresh deals and snacks to fuel your championship season. Make Fairway your home field advantage.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Kyoto my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly, the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
Here at The Morning Breath, we start every morning with style and grace. Engaging you with thoughtful and critically thinking topics to start your day,
Did you know that Pop-Tarts are like horrible for you?
while always maintaining a professional and family-friendly environment.
John, you're no longer a virgin.
Oh, and all the other stuff.
Wow, virgin. Yes, we talk on all over the world. Out of There's another word for that, Peter. What do we call that? Cold.
It is cold. It's going to get
Weekdays at 7:15, only on the Southeast Iowa Video Network Facebook and YouTube page.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you. Check out Community Profiles every Thursday, where our host, Greta Clemens, talks with people from around Washington about their stories and highlighting upcoming events. Make sure to tune in to Community Profiles every Thursday at 10 on the Southeast Iowa Live Facebook and YouTube page.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Breaking news.
Are you looking for a sports show with intensity?
And we'll see you in court, Mark Cuban, you broke bum.
Are you looking for a sports show with passion?
Moment of silence for the name Wells Fargo Arena.
And are you looking for a sports show with whatever this is?
And today we are counting down Justin Bieber's top 10 girlfriends. That's right.
Make sure to check out Andy and Hunter every Thursday on Prep Sports Plus, breaking down all the high school sports from across the Southeast Iowa region, talking about all your favorite schools such as Washington, Mount Pleasant, Fairfield, Waco, Winfield Mount Union, Pekin, and so much more. Make sure to check out Prep Sports Plus every Thursday at noon on the Southeast Iowa Live Facebook and YouTube page.
Hey, this is Matthew Roeder, owner of Roeder Epoxy. I'm excited for the opportunity to help you turn your ordinary floors into extraordinary floors. Garages, basements, patios, offices, I'm ready to go to work for you. Roeder Epoxy and online at roederepoxy.com.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
Hills Bank is a bank of people
who are willing to go the extra mile.
We find sincere ways to connect with those we serve.
Hills Bank is banking on human connections.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Back to Washington Wellness Park. This is the Roeder Epoxy halftime show where the Washington Demons are well on their way to matching their result against Keokuk from a few weeks ago on the road. They carry a 2-0 advantage over the Chiefs through the first 40 minutes. It was really all Washington through that first half. The Demons got things started courtesy of their leading scorer, Angeline Anderson, who got her seventh of the season. Just 5 minutes into this one, and then Jossie Carter, another talented goal scorer for this Demons team, added one just a few minutes later in the 12th minute. And really, Washington has looked comfortable since then. Keokuk has had a couple of speculative forays forward, but it really has not yielded them anything successful. This is the lowest scoring team in the SEC, and Washington has kept them shut out so far. The credit defensively for the Demons, to me, goes to Izzy Murphy. Had a really strong first half. Any counterattacking opportunities early through balls that looked like that could be challenged by a Keokuk forward, she was just first to track down a couple of players who were running ahead of her, trying to get in behind and challenge Kate Flannery in goal, who has been much less busy than she was when she had 9 saves against Fort Madison on Friday. It's been all Washington so far on senior day. The Demons cruising. Anderson and Carter have been the leaders. They obviously will be back for their senior seasons, but a few good contributions as well from the seniors as we've got things flying through the wind in the broadcast setup, but it's the Demons flying in the first half. We'll send it to a quick break. We'll come back in the second half in just a few minutes. Welcome back to Washington Wellness Park, where we're about to get the second half underway between the Washington Demons and the Keokuk Chiefs. The Demons had all the momentum in the first 40 minutes, taking a 2-0 advantage into the break. They won the first iteration of this game in SEC play 4-0 on the road and are on pace to match that tally with a good second half here on Senior Day. Washington honored 6 of its seniors before the game, obviously trying to get them a nice win to celebrate along with their contributions over the last few years. As a part of this Washington program, Coach Mason Quigley has put out a solid team this year, 4th place in the SEC. Poised to try and get a postseason win or two and see how far they can advance. Still have one more regular season game next Thursday. They'll play again at home, but honoring their seniors here today against Keokuk, and so far those seniors going in the books with a win. Was 2 juniors, though, who got the goals for Washington in the first half, in Jossie Carter and Angeline Anderson. 2 players who will be expected to be big contributors during their senior years next season, but for now, helping get the scoring started is a hard challenge, but Luna Cuevas still through here. It's Luna Cuevas, shot across goal, and an opportunity early there for Washington had to be flicked out of play. It'll be a corner for the Demons. Couldn't quite tell from my angle if that took a touch that time off of Kiera Campbell, but if it did, it was a goal-saving clearance for her. Senior defenders started every game for Keokuk, and a super necessary challenge in the opening few minutes here, but still a corner for Washington. Corner swung in toward Wong in goal. She'll collect that one.
Look back.
Settling that one down. Adamari Mendoza, one of the seniors who started this game, starting the second half as well. Coach Mason Quigley put all of his seniors in. You see Jasmine Pasquale there wearing the captain's armband, normally donned by Anna Mata, giving it to her teammate there at left back. Nice gesture for Washington. Here's Luna Cuevas taking off the ball that time. Keokuk just trying to get anything going forward. Can see playing sort of a 4-3-1-2 kind of formation there. It's very centralized. You've got 2 strikers up front trying to get in behind. Really any chance of an attack has had to come off the counter, which is how much Washington has been able to play it forward. Luna Cuevas now cuts it back. Nice move there. Taps it forward for Jossie Carter. Looking for a second. It's Carter. Saved by Wong. Relina Wong, 151 saves coming in. She's made some nice ones, to her credit. Obviously, Keokuk don't want to surrender. Didn't want to go 2-0 down as quick as they did in this game, but Wong has had to make some big-time saves. There's been a couple of wasteful shots by Washington, but Wong, to her credit, has had a couple of one-on-one situations with Carter specifically. She's been able to get the better of her on a couple of occasions. Otherwise, Carter could really have 2 or 3 goals by this point. Obviously, can still get those with plenty of time left in this second half. Here's Luna Cuevas now down the right wing. Once again for Washington, crosses it in toward Maya Murphy. Gets a foot to it, but couldn't get her foot around it. Nelly Cuevas Cruz cuts it back, hits it, it's deflected. Carter trying to settle. Cleared away by Gardner there for Keokuk. Jalea Gardner, a few more last-ditch tackles, keeping the ball out of the net, but Luna Cuevas trying to recycle. Anderson trying to get forward, hooks that one in for Maya Murphy, saved by Wong, second chance, still in there, and Wong dives on that one, and again, Relina Wong saving the Chiefs from adding an early third here in this second half. Or saving the Demons, rather, from adding their third goal. A couple of really nice early sights at it. Nice cutbacks from Luna Cuevas and Nelly Cuevas Cruz out there on the wings for Washington. Maya Murphy couldn't quite get her foot around that last effort. What a moment it would be for her on senior day to get a goal. Has 5 on the year. Up to tally, had just 1 last season. It has been really strong as that central striker option is Olivia Klaus is offside there for Keokuk. Early ball, Cuevas Cruz trying to settle. Turns upfield. Cuevas Cruz going one-on-one. It's won back by Gardner. Pokes it forward. Only Murphy there, though, for Washington. One back. Mendoza commits a foul there. Darby Takis wins it for Keokuk, and a chance for Gardner to loft this one in. Can they get an early goal back after Washington had all the momentum in the first 5 minutes of this second half? Here is Takis trying to turn, challenge that time by Pasquale. Mata over there as well. Throw in here near the byline for Keokuk. Mendoza tries to win it back. It's still in the box here. Cleared that time by Mata. Cuevas Cruz can run onto it. Left it behind her. Gardner. Mata will just play it into the touchline there. Gardner plays it forward. Katie Eby trying to challenge Mata with it. She's over and wins it, or plays it out. It'll be another throw, though, for Keokuk. Or excuse me, last touched off the Chiefs, so it'll be a Washington throw. Takis challenging with it and wins it back, but couldn't keep it in play. Takis pokes that one. It'll be Flannery to collect it. Can she set up some nice play in the final third there for Keokuk, but again, no real sight at goal as a result. It's just Anderson. Nice touch there. Brings it around Gardner. Across midfield. Anderson tries to roll it through for Maya Murphy. In the end, though, McKenna Thomas able to get there first. She'll play it forward. Here's Ellie Brewer. Lofted, and Olivia Klaus is offside. Flag's up. Ref hasn't seen it yet. I think the ref blew up for a foul in the end. The offside flag was up first. Mata sends that one long. Cuevas Cruz brings it down well. She's got Murphy in front of her. Instead finds Carter, who couldn't get her foot to it. It'll roll all the way through for Luna Cuevas, though. Mendoza on it now. Maya Murphy still with Mendoza. Throw in here a couple more subs for both teams. Alexis On and Maya Broody in for Washington. On will trot over to take the throw. Cuevas Cruz wins it back. She's had some nice moments early in this second half. Lofts the ball in. Murphy trying to get a foot on it. Carter's there. Cleared away. And Keokuk managed to scramble that one out of the box, but Luna Cuevas wins it right back. They have been all over the Keokuk defense, Washington. Broody challenging for it. Plays it off the ground, but the ref blowing that one up, but it Foul called on Keokuk, so a free kick in a really dangerous area here. Anderson can certainly put this one on goal. Look to initially take it early. And actually brings it back a little bit deeper. Can still potentially hit this. No one in the wall. And Anderson does hit it toward goal. It was a deflection. Still there. Carter in the box. Maya Brody's shot comes in and it's saved by Wong. No one in the wall that time, strangely for Keokuk. McKenna Thomas had to clear it off the line. Second chance fell for Maya Brody and she got one on frame, so still just last-ditch defending for the Chiefs. Jossie Carter again. Tries to carry it forward. Here's Anderson. Cleared upfield, some space here potentially for Takis. Darby Takis, she'll take all the space she can get. Tries to slide it in here for Ellie Brewer. Can this be a chance for Keokuk? It's Brewer, and once again, Izzy Murphy over there for Washington.
Yeah, Izzy.
Has just been able to recover whenever any of those through balls have come in. Luna Cuevas wins it back. She's played well defensively as well, dropping deep a couple times, applying some pressure as well. Anderson taking off that one. Alexis on plays that one, looking for Murphy. It's cut off. Played out of play. It'll be a Washington throw. A couple more subs. Ashley Ramirez and Jaime Rangel are going to come back into this one, so the two wingers, Luna Cuevas and Nelly Cuevas Cruz, making way. Can they potentially generate that third goal for Washington? Ramirez has had a really good sophomore season, 3 goals and an assist for her. Keokuk gets a throwback here. Rangel has 1 goal to her name this season. As Murphy tries to settle it, taking off the ball that time though by Mia Forchik, who's back there. Her and McKenna Thomas have been very busy for Keokuk, have made a few crucial tackles start the second half. Rangel trying to collect it. It's played out toward the touchline. Maya Brody around one defender. Maya Brody crosses it in. Murphy's there. The shot saved by Wong. Follow saved again. Wong still there. Ball loose. Still in the box. Brody gets it to Rangel. And Gardner clears the danger. Rolina Wong has just saved chance after chance for Washington here. Jossie Carter back on it. Looks for an early cross. Settled, and Gardner can just dribble it out of trouble. Maya Murphy, another one-on-one opportunity. Wong just able to get a palm to it and prevent the senior forward for Washington from getting a goal on senior day. Still very much feels like that chance is coming though for the Demons. What good defending Keokuk has created has not turned into anything offensively for them though. Brody again. Ball I thought was maybe handled there by Rangel. No whistle there though. Strange play there. I think she thought it went out of bounds and maybe handled it. Ref didn't see it, but a throw in here for Washington. Instead, actually ruled a Keokuk throw. Brody back on it for the Demons nonetheless. Anderson tried to roll it through. It's cut off. Brody, nice ball out wide there for Jaime Rangel. Can't beat her first defender. Still working for it here near the corner flag though, Rangel. Playing with Driver Kretschner there. Broody plays it across the box. Dealt with, but it's back for Carter. Carter can hit this one. And out wide for a goal kick. Carter will take another break. Tarones back in for Washington. Through 15 minutes here in this second half. Demons still with just a 2-goal lead that they acquired within the first 20 minutes of the first half. I have to give some credit to Keokuk's defense. They have saved some what seemed like near guarantee chances. That's a really good ball by Anderson. Across to Ramirez. It's poked out of play, but it'll be another corner for Washington. Just as I was praising the Keokuk defense, they nearly get unlocked by a nice ball forward from Angeline Anderson. As Nelly Cuevas-Cruz comes back in, replacing Maya Murphy, so we'll see who takes sort of that central striker role. Looks like Anderson is going to step up, and corner comes in from Ramirez toward Anderson. Cleared out by Gardner, preventing another corner. So Cuevas-Cruz coming in, and Angeline Anderson going to step up and play that central striker role. Can she maybe find the third goal? Here's Broody. Chance to hit it at the top of the box. It's a good effort, but saved again by Wong. For as good as this Keokuk defense has been at just not letting a third goal go in, it has been Wong, the goalkeeper, who's been the best defender. Izzy Murphy. Time and time again, she's just been able to collect it defensively and prevent any chance for Keokuk to break. Rangel. Maya Broody trying to find Rangel again down this right-hand side. It's out for a Keokuk throw. Anderson tries to switch it again. Another decent ball forward, but first to it once again is a Keokuk defender. That was Kiara Campbell crossing over from that other center back spot to beat Cuevas-Cruz to that. Campbell takes the throw. Cut off nicely there by Cuevas-Cruz, but again, Gardner up to challenge for it. Jalea Gardner hasn't really had the chance to advance forward. She had to do a lot of defending for this Keokuk team. She's trying to track down Broody, who plays it forward to Aimee Rangel. One back that time by Kirchner. Rangel still dueling with Kirchner. In for Ramirez. Gardner clears it off Ramirez. Could fall for Anderson. Not quite. Does fall for Broody. Another deflection. Still up top is Rangel. Maya Broody blocked again by Gardner. That'll play another Washington throw. Ellie Farmer, Luna Cuevas coming back in. Rangel will go back to the bench after a busy shift on the right for Washington. It hasn't felt like Coach Mason Quigley's side has gotten stagnant by any means. They have created plenty of chances, haven't really been too wasteful with them either. So here's Anderson, top of the box, works it back for Broody. Can't quite find her that time. Anderson pokes it forward and Wong can collect, and Washington hasn't been wasteful with their chances. They've created plenty of them. It's just been some really outstanding sort of last-second defending by either Wong in net or one of the good defenders for Keokuk. They've haven't really been able to create anything off of that offensively, which has kept this 2-0 Washington lead fairly comfortable. But Keokuk has stepped things up defensively, looked determined to not let Washington get a third, which obviously as this game goes more and more, if Keokuk can manage to snag a goal back, it could get really nervy for Washington. But if they can add a third, it will certainly be the dagger as we're over halfway through this second half. Inside 20 minutes to play, and there's a ball forward. Ashley Ramirez is offside. Flag comes up on the far side. Can hear Mason Quigley encouraging his side, though. That was a promising attack. Obviously, hard to hold your line there at that central striker spot. Ashley Ramirez occupying that. Carter and Murphy are both on the bench at the moment for the Demons. Ellie Farmer. Maya Broody wins that back. Keokuk winning a throw. Here's Palmer. And again, just no real numbers forward despite having those two strikers up top. Keokuk. Washington holding its defensive shape really well. Saw how well that kept them in the game against Fort Madison. Doing the same there to preserve this lead against Keokuk here as An just tries to loft that ball forward. Ashley Ramirez trying to be first to it. It wasn't initially well dealt with by Keokuk, but they do recover. An plays that one. That one's played out of touch. It'll be a throw for the Demons. Washington will have a throw, sub coming in again. Maya Murphy back, and Angeline Anderson will take a break here. See if Murphy takes her usual spot up top, maybe pushes Ashley Ramirez back into Anderson's role. Unsettles that one, plays it forward toward Cuevas Cruz. It's cleared upfield. Mata does well to keep that one in play. Gardner trying to turn. Bailey Palmer. Here's Takis. Again, trying a through ball, but Murphy first to it has been throughout this game, but Keokuk trying to break forward. Broody just takes that one right back for Washington. Nice tackle there by Maya Broody. Really good player in that sort of heart of midfield. Plays that center defensive mid role along with Anderson. They can sort of sit behind the four attackers, and it's a tiring task. You've got to go up and down the field, make sure you're defending as much as you're attacking. As here's Maya Murphy, chance for the senior, and miss hit in the end. That'll be another goal kick for Keokuk. Another attack goes awry that time for Washington. Sometimes you see with these teams, especially playing with a lead, it can be the final ball that doesn't come off. That last pass. Washington has had those last passes. It's been the shot on net is either missed or been frankly either saved by Wong or blocked by a defender. That has just kept their lead capped at 2. But they have certainly looked more likely to add to their lead than Keokuk has to cut into it. Here's Palmer. Mata, that one deflected out for a throw-in. You can see Keokuk trying to commit more and more numbers forward. That's going to open up potential counterattacks for Washington as the Chiefs look for a way back into this game. Cuevas is going to try and run onto this and does successfully. Great effort there by Nelly Cuevas-Cruz. She cuts inside, takes the shot early, side netting. But a really nice effort there by Cuevas-Cruz. That one looked destined to drift out of play, but she uses her speed to get to it. Maya Broody making way for Jossie Carter, who's going to play her position, it looks like, in that central defensive role, a little bit deeper than Carter normally plays. Goal kick here. This was a real point of weakness in the first half for Keokuk. Cuevas-Cruz intercepts that one. Maya Murphy into the box. Nice challenge that time, but it's recovered by Cuevas-Cruz. She hooks that one in toward Ramirez, can't settle it. Luna Cuevas nearly gets on it. It was miscued that time. Cuevas wins it back. Luna Cuevas poked free by Gardner. She's also made some nice last-minute tackles to prevent Washington from getting a goal in the second half. Carter trying to run this one down near the corner flag. Is able to get to it. Tried to clip it in toward Ramirez. It's back here for Farmer. Mata thumps that one forward. Cuevas-Cruz, Terronez. Farmer. Deflected out for a Washington throw. Chance for Jasmine Pasquale to sub back in. And Ana Mata getting some cheers from the crowd. She's going to play a little bit further forward here. Another one of these seniors for the Demons. Would be awesome for her to try and get on the score sheet. Scored a penalty a couple of games ago. Ellie Farmer. Touched forward for Cuevas. She makes a nice cutback. Tries to play it in the middle of the box. Gardner was first to it, though. Farmer finds Ramirez. Can't quite settle it. Ball still bouncing in the box. Cuevas-Cruz gets under it. Does fall for Ana Mata. First touch wasn't what she was looking for. Ball poked out a touch. It'll out to the touchline. It'll be a throw in for Washington. 12 minutes and change to play. Washington up 2-0 on Keokuk here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. Here is Palmer. Challenged by Mata. It'll be a Washington throw. Last hit off of Bailey Palmer. Actually, assistant referee indicating it was for Keokuk, but ref didn't see it, so chance for Washington to recycle here. Ellie Farmer. Mata. Good ball forward there to find the feet of Luna Cuevas. Can this be the third for Washington? Cuevas tries to roll it in the path of Ashley Ramirez. Gardner, another tackle to clear the danger, but it falls for Carter. Jossie Carter rolls for Maya Murphy. Shot rolling toward the byline, stays in play. And drifts over the touchline. It'll be a goal kick for Keokuk. Anderson back in. Ashley Ramirez. Take a break. This was the more traditional shape here for Washington. Maya Murphy back up top at striker. Carter kind of playing off of her. Only big difference, Ana Mata kind of in the midfield now instead of her usual center back spot. Ball played toward Carter. Has one today already. Carter cuts it back. Looking for a shot. Gets into the box. It's Jossie Carter. And another save by Wong. What an effort that time to deny Carter. But it falls for Ana Mata, who hits it from range but over the net. Another really good attack there from Washington. Another really good save by Relina Wong in net for Keokuk. As we tick toward 10 minutes left, if this does stay a 2-0 advantage for Washington, obviously Coach Quigley and company will take the win however they like it, but Relina Wong can be satisfied with her performance today in net for Keokuk. The goal kicks have not been there though, and here's Murphy on it, and Murphy off the crossbar and in, and it's a goal for the senior on senior day. Maya Murphy does get the third, and that will be surely the dagger for Washington, and what a moment for the senior, her 6th of the season. 3-0 Demons. And it felt like a goal was coming. Goal kicks have not been good all game for Keokuk. Washington was just able to spring forward right away off of that one and get their third of the game. Wouldn't you know it, the 3 leading scorers on this Demons team have the 3 goals. Angelina Anderson, Jossie Carter, and now Maya Murphy getting to cap off her senior day with a goal. And they want more. Cuevas Cruz charging up the left wing. It's just booted out of play by Gardner. Cuevas Cruz, couple defenders at her back. Mata. Does this maybe open things up a little bit for a 4th, maybe a 5th for Washington? Murphy recycling it in the box for Mata. Out wide, Cuevas Cruz with a ton of space. Tried to cut back inside. Gardner was having none of that. Hanamata recovers. Mata, nice move. Cuevas Cruz. Early ball. Finds Carter. Good ball by Cuevas Cruz. Carter cutting into the box. Turning. Cleared away again. Nice defending that time by Alexa Johnson. Took a shot to the face on the way through. Here's Anderson. Back for Carter. Jossie Carter with space to hit one. Blocked again. Thomas that time. The shot comes in again though. I think the offside flag might have been raised. No, excuse me, just going to be a goal kick on the rebound attempt by Luna Cuevas. Another goal kick, same spot as the goal that Murphy just put in. Can it be deja vu here for Washington? They win a throw. Anderson settles it for Cuevas. Anderson, nice 1-2 again with Luna Cuevas. Looking to cross. Instead rolls it to Carter, short. Anderson, top of the box. Bit of a miscue off her foot there, trying to recycle it. Mata in there as well. Mata breaks through a couple of defenders. Mata in the box. One back by Keokuk. Thorne, I guess, is going Washington's way after some deliberation. Carter. Cleared away. Anderson looking up, trying to find Cuevas. Good ball forward. Cuevas can't quite settle it. Does recover well, though. Forward for Gardner. Ellie Farmer wins it back well. Still Farmer. Gets around her defender. Carter breaks through, tripped up by a second defender. Maya Murphy. Cleared away. All Washington in these last few minutes have just owned the ball in the final third. Been a dominant performance from start to finish in the penultimate game of the regular season for the Demons. Nice win for Coach Mason Quigley's side, barring a miracle for Keokuk in the final 6 minutes. Mata challenging Gardner. She fouled her. Here's Brewer. Keokuk, a rare foray forward since that goal went in. Washington just owned the ball in that final third. Brewer again. One back by Mata. And even when she's up playing defensive mid instead of center back, it is still no nonsense. Ball goes forward and booted up quickly any chance she gets. Brewer. Murphy cuts that one off. Palmer first to it. Challenged though by Cuevas, who wins it back, and Mata just able to lob that one forward. Murphy going to challenge at the back. Had to communicate there. Wong with McKenna Thomas. Cuevas, she's shown some really good physicality out on the right-hand side to win some of these possessions back up high for Washington. Carter trying to get in the box, taken off at that time, though, by Johnson. Recovers, though, and plays it back to Cuevas. Anderson can't quite turn her defender. Still working for it, though, is Anderson. Ball played into touch. Another Washington throw. Can they maybe get a fourth here in the final 5 minutes? As I mentioned, it's the penultimate game for Washington. They'll have a non-conference game to end the year against Mid-Prairie. Coming up in 3 days on the 15th. That'll end their regular season. And then it's do or die time for the Demons. In the postseason, they'll play West Liberty in their first game here at Washington High School. As Anderson gets in the box, she's got a goal. Can she get a second? Shot deflected. It'll drift out for a Washington corner. Anderson, outswinger. Murphy's up for it. Murphy swings and misses there. Ball still in the box. Danger not totally dealt with for the Chiefs, and Farmer wins it back well. Ellie Farmer, she looks up, finds Murphy, tries to hit it first time. It's blocked. Farmer recovers. Luna Cuevas, that takes a deflection. Handball. And it's a handball, and if that was in the box, it'll be a penalty for Washington. And it looks like it is. Ref looked like he was pointing to the spot. Still not sure what he's lining up here, and it is. It'll be a penalty for Washington. I mentioned earlier, Ana Mata scored one a few games ago. And the senior is going to line up to take this one. What a moment this would be for Mata. So Ana Mata, the senior, got 2 goals, 1 from the spot already. She's a trusted penalty kick taker, even in regular moments, but wouldn't this be special for her on senior day? Already 1 goal so far for one of the seniors in Maya Murphy. Ref just dealing with a fan who he, I guess, had removed and like whatever they had to say, but back to the action. Ana Mata, can this be her moment on senior day? And it is. And Ana Mata, her 3rd of the year, a 4th for Washington. They matched their tally from a game ago. Great celebration there with Jasmine Pasquale. Little bow and arrow action. And Washington cruising here with under 3 to play. And a nice moment there for the senior defender. So relied on to prevent the goals from going in for Washington's opponents all year, for her entire career, really. And a nice chance to get on the score sheet on senior day. All Demons here. Washington up 4-0 on Keokuk here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. Final minutes of Washington's SEC season. Still, obviously, like I mentioned, that non-con game they've got to end the year off. They'll move to 4-6 with this win here today. SEC play, obviously, you always want more out of your conference season, but a nice note to end that portion of your schedule if you're Washington. Ball plays forward.
Keeper!
Flannery's just going to let Izzy Murphy do the work there. Not a bad call, though. Certainly, I don't know if Murphy, with under 2 minutes to go in the game in hand, enjoyed that much cardio, but nevertheless clears the danger for Washington. Early throw, looking for a consolation prize, Keokuk. Ellie Farmer wins that one, and this is the moment where if you're a head coach in Mason Quigley's case, you want that clean sheet. You do not want your team switching off. Switch off with 1:30 to go in a game in hand. What does that bode for a 1-1 game in the state playoffs coming up? You want your side to see out a win no matter how comfortable it may seem. It's a point of pride, too, of course, for the defenders and goalkeepers to hold on to that clean sheet. Shut out an opponent. Would make it an 8-0 aggregate score between Keokuk and Washington this season. Under a minute to play. Luna Cuevas can bring it forward for the Demons. Could they maybe get a fifth here? Under a minute, that one's cut off by Gardner. And most likely not, but never know with 30 seconds. That one's played forward. Murphy hooks it clear. Cuevas Cruz on it. Tries to cut by Gardner. Finds Murphy, who can take a look up. Murphy trying to work her way around McKenna Thomas there. It's one out by Angeline Anderson, who plays it forward for Carter. Could it be a last-minute goal in a second for Carter? Saved by Wong. The follow poked forward by Murphy. Still in the box. 1 second left. And an eventful final few seconds will conclude a senior day win for Washington. The Demons 4-0 in control the entire way against the Keokuk Chiefs. And end it, your final. Washington defeats Keokuk 4-0. We'll take a quick break, come back, and wrap things up with the post-game show here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
Kick it with Fairway all soccer season long with all the spring deals and variety you're looking for. Stay in the game with all the fresh deals and snacks to fuel your championship season. Make Fairway your home field advantage.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Keokuk my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly, the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
Here at The Morning Breath, we start every morning with style and grace.
Give me a
Engaging you with thoughtful and critically thinking topics to start your day.
Did you know that Pop-Tarts are like horrible for you?
While always maintaining a professional and family-friendly environment.
John, you're no longer a virgin.
Oh, and all the other stuff.
Wow, version. Yes, great. We talk on all over the world. Out of There's another word for that, Peter. What do we call that? Cold.
Cold.
It is cold. It's going to get
Weekdays at 7:15, only on the Southeast Iowa Video Network Facebook and YouTube page.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you. Check out Community Profiles every Thursday, where our host, Greta Clemens, talks with people from around Washington about their stories and highlighting upcoming events. Make sure to tune in to Community Profiles every Thursday at 10 on the Southeast Iowa Live Facebook and YouTube page.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Welcome back into Washington Wellness Park and the post-game show presented by Mitch King of Farm Bureau Financial Services, where your final, a Demon domination, 4-0 Washington wins over Keokuk, matching their win over Keokuk on the road a few weeks ago. Jack Knowlton joining you for an excellent game for the Washington Demons and 2 goals for 2 of their 6 seniors, which is really a moment to celebrate for them. Maya Murphy and Anna Mata scoring the 2 goals in the second half. It was Angeline Anderson and Jossie Carter that got a pair of goals in the first 40 minutes. And really not much more to say other than sheer domination. Like I said, Washington was just on Keokuk all game long. They were able to commit so many numbers forward, really played the goal kicks well. Keokuk was not dealing with those. You know, the strategy there can sometimes be, do you go long? Do you play it short and try and possess? Keokuk tried the latter. It really didn't work. A lot of misplaced passes in defense. Credit to Keokuk for a majority of the second half. Had some really nice last-ditch defending. Relina Wong in net for the Chiefs. Tip your hat to her. She made a lot of really good saves. It really could have been a couple more. Jossie Carter probably unlucky to only get 1 for Washington, but it was all Demons all day in the end as they defeat Keokuk 4-0. Great moments for Anna Mata and Maya Murphy as seniors to go out with a win and with a couple of goals to end their at least SEC careers. Still one more game upcoming in the regular season here at home, and then it's playoff time, which Washington will also host. They'll play Mid-Prairie before that in their last game of the regular season here at home, upcoming on the 12th. But for now, they'll enjoy this win. Coach Mason Quigley and his side ending 4-6 in SEC play, but ending on a high note, notably, and can carry some momentum into their final regular season game and, of course, then into the postseason. That'll do it for the Mitch King Farm Bureau Financial Services post-game show. We'll wrap things up here as Washington cruising to a 4-0 win over Keokuk. I'm Jack Knowlton for my producer, Peter Camp. We'll sign off from Washington Wellness Park, and we'll see you next time.